Michael's not gay. He's not gay. I'm here to say. And this is what a lot of people think is because the way he looked. You can tell when a person's gay. Sometimes you look in his face and you can say, oh my God, that guy's gay. You can tell from their movement and all. Michael's not gay.
Were you worried he was having too much, though, facial reconstruction?
I don't know why people said he had too much. He did change, but not that much. He had his nose done, and that really changed, because that's the center of your face, and that'll change your looks.
It's not really plastic surgery. If you don't like your nose, you get it done. He's had plastic surgery, so what? A lot of people have had plastic surgery.
People might say he have overindulged in plastic surgery, but they don't know what went on before. Michael had a disease also, and the color of his skin was changing, vitiligo. I didn't exactly understand the disease. I had seen many people with it, and there was an aunt on his father's side in the family that had it also. But he found something to do with he didn't want to be, he always said, I don't want to be spotted like a cow, in his face, and also he found a way to just take the brown spots out. I don't know how they did that, but it made him, I won't say how I felt about how it made him, but to him that was better than just be spotted all over. But under his legs and all was still spotted up underside, but he got his chest and his hands and arms and things bleached up.
His face is whitened because he's had the disease, and instead of having it spotted like a cow or something like that, he just decided to just do the whole thing because he could afford to do it.
I felt that it was an ugly disease because it changed your appearance of your skin, but other than that, I didn't think it was a life-threatening disease, so that helped a lot with me.
When the media calls him Wacko Jacko, how do you feel?
I get upset too. I think that started in England, didn't it?
I think.
It started with those tabloids.
That sounds like an English word.
Many owners, yeah.
Who?
Many owners.
But Daphne.
Why is he so upsetting about? Because he's not weird. They think he's weird. And people look at him as being wacko or whatever. He's not that wacko. To be number one in the world.
There's no way Michael could have been a wacko or whatever they try to call him, Wacko Jacko. He didn't get as far as he did by being stupid or crazy. So they can stop that. It's just what they wanted to say to sell papers, that's all. And these tabloids are the reason why all this stuff was out there on him. People have interviewed Janice's ex-husband. They have interviewed other people that are friends with us. And you know what they tell them? Janice's ex-husband, James DeBarge, came to me. He said, Ma, guess what? I said, what? He said, one of those tabloids wanted to interview me. And he said, what do you know about the Jacksons and all? And he said, was telling them things and everything was good. And they had nerve enough to say, well, don't you know some dirt on them? And he said, no. And you know what they said? Make up something. You know why they said that? We couldn't sue. That's how I figured out. We couldn't sue him. He had nothing. They're going to say, well, this is what he said. But if they put it in the papers on their own, we could sue him. But this is why they do things like that. And some people, just to get the money, they will make up something. But he didn't. He just told them, I don't know anything, but no dirt on them. Anything like that. And this is, the world loves dirt.
You know, I'm tired of people saying this. And this has been going out for years. And this is called divide and conquer. The family's been feuding for 10, 15, 20 years. This is what they're saying out there. Our family have not been feuding, and I think you've been listening to the media too much, young lady. We are together. I'm sorry. And people, the media, just like they're lying on Michael, they lie on everybody. And like that.
a lot more than others.
Oh, yes. Because the media just want to keep, well, why Michael, though? That's the thing. Why Michael? I don't know. I know because he was climbing a ladder to success, and they just want to bring him down.
1993, when you first heard this accusation that Jordan Chandler made against Michael, what was the first thought that you had?
I was so outraged because I know my son wouldn't do anything like that. And Michael was on tour. And so I called Bill Bray at the time, who was his security guard, and told him, you get back here because they're accusing Michael of something I know he didn't do. And Bill said, oh, we knew about what they were going to say already. Say, it's not true, so it's going to go away. It didn't go away, so later I called him. I said, you got to come because too much is going on. And he finally came.
Well, as you know, Michael left and went on tour, and the very next day, I should say, or the same day he left, this is when these allegations came out. I don't understand why they didn't come up while he was here, so he could defend himself.
Did you speak to Michael?
Yes, I did speak to Michael.
What did you say to him?
He told me the same thing, Mother. It's not true, so don't worry about it. It'll go away.
How do you feel about the allegations being made against your son? The allegations that he sexually abused a young boy?
Totally not true. And I know, and I feel strongly that Michael is innocent of what he's being accused of.
Did your son look you in the eye and say, I didn't do this?
Yes, yes, he sure has. And I know he didn't do it. And he told me, Mother, I would never do a thing like that.
People should think, wake up, people. People that abuse children have been put in prison, punished for it. They come back out, what do? Go right back abusing children. If Michael was a child abuser or child molester, it would have come out 25 years ago. Why all of a sudden this one boy comes out and say he abused him? Doesn't make sense to me. I'm angry at the media. Really angry at the media.
Go get him.
Because they're making a circus out of this thing. And they're saying, let's get it while it's hot. And let's don't, because they don't want anything. They know, I'm sure they know Michael's not guilty.
Yeah.
But they've been paying people also to say anything, and I've heard this from people that's come back to me and told me when they've been offered money, that say anything. If you know him, just say anything. We don't care. And they've been trying to encourage them to say things that are not bad things. This is what the public wants to hear. They feed off of garbage. They don't want to hear good things.
Because I knew all the time Michael didn't do it.
You had no doubt.
I had no doubt. I knew he didn't do it.
Did you ever ask him?
I didn't have to. We talked about it all the time. We talked about things. Both families lied.
Do you wish that Michael had not paid?
I wish he had, and I told him.
As a mother, that makes you angry, doesn't it?
Yes, it does make me angry, because he looked guilty.
People are forgetting about the extortion, the $20 million. They're forgetting about the tape. All they want to do, it's been like down a one-way street. All we heard was Michael Jackson, what he did. And they're just allegations.
I called him and I said, why did you pay these people that money and make them think that it's true? He said, I didn't. It wasn't me. He said, the lawyer said that would be best for me to do because here I'm out here on tour and it would be a big thing. And so they did. But that was the wrong thing to do, to pay them off. And Michael said he wanted to fight it. And they told him, no, go ahead and pay him because we have, they have this tour in front of them. Well, his lawyers told him that he should just pay the money because Michael was out on tour at that time, and they thought that just paying the money and shut the people up would be the right thing to do. But Michael was upset about it, and I was too, because as soon as I heard it, I called him, and I said, why did you do that? That makes you look guilty. He said, well, the lawyers told me to do it. He said, I didn't want to do it either, Mother. I wanted to fight it because I knew it wasn't the truth. If someone came and molested your son, would you ask him for money? Would you? You can't answer me? No, you wouldn't ask him for money, would you? the first thing you would do was beat their behind, is beat them up real good, and then you would call the cops on them, wouldn't you? I was getting ready to go to my Bible study at the Kingdom Hall, my book study, and someone said, turn the TV on. And I turned on the TV, and there people were making these accusations about Michael. I just couldn't go. And I just sat down and said, not again. He's been proven not to be a child molester, and they know he's not. But some people just want to believe they believe what they believe. I can't stop that. But I wish they would stop and think about it. That he's not a child molester, he's not a pedophile. And he doesn't give liquor to children. These kids were bad kids. You know, he was strong, and he said, Mother, don't worry. It's not the truth. You know, they can't do anything about, you know, it's not, but I told him, you don't know these wicked people. The people are just mean and wicked. I know it's not the truth. But what can you do when they can just, and then they'll tarnish your reputation. And people will always remember you the way they said he was, not the way he really is. Whatever they're saying out there, and a lot of people get on television just to be on television and say things about people. They don't know him. They don't even know what they're talking about. But they have to remember there's a family out there that love that person they're lying on and talking about, and especially a mother. And she have feelings, and she love her children. And they should think about what they're doing before they get on television telling all the lies. And you reap what you sow. There are mean, vicious people out there. And, you know, I think they might have had, I shouldn't say this because I don't know, but just because he loved children, this is the only thing they could get him on. It's not even the children. That's why it's these wicked grown-ups that's lying, and they know that Michael loved children, and they're trying to get him in trouble because he's around children. But it's about something else.
About money.
And they know this is the only way that they can get him. Some people are trying to accuse him of being a pedophile. That is not true. And they need to stop. And they need to stop saying he paid off the first thing and he's not going to get away with it again. He didn't say, what he meant is he share his room with them. He sleep on the floor. People get the wrong impression. And if you have a dirty mind, that's how you're going to think. And most of the world is like that.
So you don't believe he was touching them inappropriately?
No, not at all. Another thing, too, that ranch was not built to lure little children into there just to molest them, as the prosecutors tried to say. When he let people come out there and enjoy the ranch, everything is free, and he's always been taught to give and to share. And this is what he always say. And when I ask him, Michael, please don't let anyone else come on your ranch, he said, Mother, if I have to help these people now on, I'll help them from a distance. And I was thinking to myself, forget it, don't help them at all if they're going to cause you this much, you know, problems in your life. But he never said that he would not help. People just misrepresent Michael when they say these ugly things about him. He loved children. We used to sit up and watch television, and they show all the poor children around the world. You've seen those feed the children things on television. These children were so sick, flies flying all around their mouth and all of that, and he'd sit there and tears would come in his eyes. And he said, one day I'm going to do something about this. This was when he was very young. And, he was a teenager. He said, I know I can't heal the world, but I can help.
How sure are you that your son is not a child molester?
100% sure.
No doubt in your mind?
No doubt in my mind.
And why do you believe that?
I believe that for one reason. I know his character. I raised my son, and I raised him well. Just because he loved children, that don't mean you don't molest anything that you love or hurt anything that you love. And my son haven't done anything like that. No way could Michael have done that. He would always tell me, the things that he loved the most was children. He would rather slit his own wrist than to hurt a child. And we would sit and talk about that. And he said, people want to make out for me to be this terrible person.
Your son could face 20 years in prison.
Yes, he could.
How tough is that for you as a mother to think about that?
Well, it's hard for me to think about it because I know he haven't done anything. He don't deserve to go to prison because haven't. But I don't put it past them to try to railroad him or plant something on him. I had anxiety sometimes. I prayed about all of that. He was my child and I loved him and I was going to stick by him. Anger, very painful. I can't sleep at night. I do a lot of praying. I can't talk too much about the case, but I know my son, and this is ridiculous. We have a lot of wicked people out there, and they know what they're doing. I can't say anything else. It almost destroyed me in a way, you know, when I say it just hurt, because I know Michael didn't do those terrible things. But then I say, there are so many wicked people. Why are they doing this to him? I just hug him, and, you know how mothers are. They cry and all that. So I don't want to cry now because I don't want to talk about too much, because it's just sad the way they're doing him, and it's not right. He's stronger than I am about it.
You believe that justice would prevail?
Yes, I do. But
If they let it.
the world is wicked. That's why the Bible said, be no part of the world. And you can see what's going on now in the world, how wicked people are.
Do you think he can get a fair trial in Santa Maria?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Do you think the trial should be moved to somewhere else?
Yes, I do.
Do you feel Santa Maria is too conservative of a community?
Probably. Probably.
For an African-American man in Santa Maria, it would be tough?
Probably. And I hear there's a lot of skinheads down in that area. And there's a lot of, what do you say, Aryan Nation or something. As far as Michael being a child molester, that's the biggest lie I've ever been told. Well, no, I guess nobody seemed to know that his first accuser, after Michael died, there was an article that he came and he confessed and Michael never touched him. It was a big lie, and his father just wanted to be rich. And he said, I'm so sorry I didn't get to tell him this before he died. He even told Michael's father made him do it. I don't know if many people know, but after Michael died, I think his name's Jordan.
Geordie Chandler, yeah.
Yeah, Jordan. He came out and he said he wished that he could have told Michael before he passed, let him know that he had come into the public and admitted he never touched him.